stakes are always so much higher when you're less than 12 months away from a World Cup, because one performance can go a long way. While there's some new faces and there's some old faces, there are a few of those guys where their World Cup starts today.
Well, the US remain unbeaten in 2017, a record most severely tested in the Azteca 3 weeks ago. And now, in somewhat friendlier surroundings, it's time to take a glimpse into what the future just might hold. Costa seeking out Rowe. And Rowe, with the first-time pass into the middle, caused some confusion. Corona was honing in on that. Taken by Ebenezer Ofori. And the header is not that far wide. There's a moment where time stood still. Rashid Sumaila. Now Dax McCarthy. And Dwyer is onside here. Dom Dwyer, the angle was difficult. There was support arriving through Paul Ariola. Rowe, lovely ball. Dom Dwyer! Well, he turns round and pleads to the referee that his leg was taken from beneath him. There's Viafania. Chimpong doing the tracking back for Ghana. But Viafania's got the better of him. And the chance fell to Corona, and Dwyer! He feels a whole lot more American now.
And from the opening whistle, he's been up to the challenge. I'd make an argument that a goal today is worth more than 4, 5, 6 goals against Martinique in Nicaragua. Dom Dwyer, from the opening whistle today, has been an absolute nightmare for the Ghanaian defense. You have to expect the unexpected, and the greatest goal scorers in the world are always on their toes inside the 18. Dom Dwyer scores a beauty on his debut for the United States.
Scored by Dom Dwyer takes the total of all the starting players combined to 11, and Dwyer's in again here, and he's upended by the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper gets a yellow card.
And I love that ball from Joe Corona. Studs up, that's a red card. Watch his studs are over the ball. That's a red card. It's actually not even debatable.
No.
John, his studs come over the ball. His right foot is over the ball. That's a red card.
Every day of the week. Jan then. Nice shake to it, but equally comfortable save for Brad Guzan. Duanana. Frank Achimpong. Popped from the skies comfortably by Guzan.
I think the only minus, and I think Bruce Arena wrote it down on that notepad in his pocket, is just the left-hand side struggled at times dealing with the pace of Ghana going forward.
And Benyenu. Now, is that a penalty? It is! Holding offence.
Well, and this ball's going to be deflected on the initial ball through. Right there, that ball goes through. My goodness. Watch the left hand of Viafania on Achimpong. He's got the jersey pulled, and Achimpong sells it. The referee's point of view, he can't see it directly. Listen, is he pulling the shirt? The answer is yes.
He missed a very famous penalty which cost them a place in a World Cup semi-final. Rather different today. Asamoah Gyan, and Guzan is equal to it!
Guzan had success in his EPL career. 1 out of every 3.5 penalties he faced in the 9 years in England, he came up with a save. Not an easy save to hold there. Now, that is just not a great penalty from Gyan, but give Brad Guzan a ton of credit.
And off goes Zusi, who's provided so much on the right flank for Sporting KC this season. More appeals to the referee as Dwyer hit the floor. This is Boy. Played against the US at the World Cup, but has been robbed there by the ever-eager Dwyer. And now it's Kellyn Rowe, and he goes over. Akaminko made the challenge outside the box, and therefore a free kick. It's Acosta. It's 2. Very smoothly worked.
This is really the only way you can take this corner. But now the question is, for the Ghanaian keeper, Richard Okori, when you put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players in front of you, the one post you've got to take care of is right behind Dax McCarty. And that little thing, it's a little thing of Dax McCarty standing behind that wall. But Brad Guzan knows any goalkeeper in the world, that is too quick to react.
He may well be strutting his stuff and producing, but he's not necessarily of an age where the coach would necessarily turn to him.
And it's also...
Mistake there, Dwyer! And still possible for it to be followed in by Corona, and boy at the last with a desperate challenge to save the day for Ghana. He was heard an application for a colleague to take it and ignored it, and taken it himself and scored, which in part makes up for the penalty failure. Asamoah Gyan scores his 51st international goal.
You can have an argument about Asamoah Gyan in his club career not scoring goals consistently, but what he's done in a Ghanaian national team jersey, 104 caps, 51 goals. And how many of those have been big, massive goals? Giazzi Zarda is in the game at the same time. He's going to play underneath Dwyer and take the position of Joe Corona.
Ajapong and Waris, and Guzan with a very important intervention. Morris sidestepping a Poku, and all the way across, and somehow Fori keeps it out, but Dwyer denied.
Jordan Morris, throughout his entire career in college and even with Seattle Sounders, that's with the outside part of his right foot. Great ball in, back post here from Jordan Morris. Even bigger save from Richard Okori. That's all you can do if you're Alejandro Bedoya.
That's just about done it, but not quite. The referee has the whistle at his lips and blows it now, and the United States gain further revenge on Ghana, albeit in a friendlier environment. Back-to-back 2-1 wins for the US over the Ghanaians, and a smile on the face of Bruce Arena at a job well done as he embraces his opposite number.